What's up, everybody? Chanel coming to ya from Small Fry Show. On today's video, we're gonna talk about Dollies or Jiffs, whatever you call them. But before we get too deep in this thing, you already know what I need you to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also, make sure the post notifications on so you can know when I post. And last but not least, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come join the family. So Dollies and Jiffs, right? Y'all, you need a dolly or a jiff to be able to put two trailers into one, two pups into one load, you know, the converter dolly. So it's essential that you learn what type of dollies and jiffs your company has. And that can be as much as, you know, maybe different brands, different models, because they may have different features. They may work differently. You may have a dolly that has, for the air, it has a push valve, push or pull valve to supply or release the air. Or you may have one that has the turnstile of valve release, you know? Look at this. Look at this right here. That's how impatient people are, man. That's what you got to deal with out here. There was no reason for that other than being impatient and being selfish, and that's what you got to deal with out here. Yeah, we didn't hit each other or anything, but that was unnecessary. I mean, he gets out there and stalls, and then what happens, you know? People don't think that far ahead. They don't think that far ahead, though. They think in the moment. Thinking in the moment is what gets you in trouble sometimes. But, you know, so just learning what different features it has, you know. If you have an operation where you may be bobtailing and just pulling a dolly somewhere, or you got a single pup in a dolly, that dolly needs to have turn signals on it. Even if you can see the tractor turn signals, the trailer turn signals, it doesn't matter. If you're pulling a tractor and a dolly, a trailer and just a dolly, no rear trailer, that dolly needs to have turn signals on it. So, excuse me, you may need to know which style of dolly has the turn signals on it for when you are in that situation. You also need to know how the dolly maneuvers, you know, because that can save you from getting hurt, seriously hurt. You don't want to be yanking on the dolly, you know, trying to get it going excessively. You're going to pull your back, pull a muscle. When the winter months come, you don't want to be losing your footing, slipping and falling. Now that dolly's potentially rolling away, or it's rolling on top of you, if somebody's getting hurt. You gotta understand that is your rear trailer that you're spotting the dolly in front of, is it on level ground? Or is it on an incline? When you go to unhook and you push the dolly back, if that trailer's too high and it's on an incline, you let the dolly go, it's gonna roll backwards. If you're on an incline with the nose down on the rear trailer, you go to spot your dolly, unhook it from the tractor and you're gonna have a hard time pushing it back because the weight of the dolly is gonna be trying to roll back towards the cab of the truck. So you may have a situation where you need to get that rear trailer spotted in a more level ground, then set your dolly, then hook up to keep from having yourself get hurt. Them dollies are, you know, a couple thousand pounds. Yeah, they're balanced, so when you get them up and get them going, they'll roll easily. But also, you got to be careful, because there ain't nothing stopping them, because the air ain't no air in there, so they're going to roll. So if you drop it on level ground, it's going to roll. And like I said before, it starts rolling away. If it's rolling towards you, get out of the way. Do not stand in front of it and try to stop it. That's a couple thousand pounds coming at you full of force. You're going to get yourself hurt. Seriously hurt. If it's rolling away from you and you ain't going to be able to, don't try to stop it. Let it go. If it hits something and damage something, hey, you know what? You got to call in and tell them. But it's better to call in and tell them, say, hey, this trailer rolled into another trailer or a tractor, than for you to go out there and get ran over and break your leg or get seriously injured or, God forbid, lose your life. Equipment can be replaced. Lives can't. So if that dolly gets loose on you and it gets to rolling, whichever way, if it's coming towards you, get out of the way. If it's going away from you, let it roll until it stops. But just be mindful of the ground that you're on when you're hooking up to these, setting these dollies to build your load. When you get your dolly, the dolly needs a pre-trip just like a truck and trailer does. You need to look at your airlines. You need to look at your tires. You need to peek down there and look at the brakes. Have the airlines been kinked? Because what happens is it'll be on the back of a tractor or trailer and they're trying to hook it up from the lead trailer, and it'll turn to the short and the airlines get stuck between the frame of the dolly and the trailer and it kicks them. That line has to be replaced at that point, or the airline's kinked. Do you have rubber grommets in the glad hands? I've had a dolly with a rubber grommet missing. I didn't notice it until I had hooked up. I'm bleeding on the table. I'm giving some of this stuff I'm speaking on from experience. Are the fittings tight? These are things you gotta be looking for. Are the handles secure? Are the electrical cords, are they exposed? Is your safety chain there? Is there a missing link? Is it broken? Has it been dragging the ground? Are the hooks there? When you go and latch it, ours, we go through the loop and latch it back up underneath the dolly. Is that latch there to keep that chain in there? If that latch ain't there, that dolly's out of service, period. Because there's nothing stopping that chain from coming out of there. Those are things that over time you'll connect on. Is the fence wheel greased? Then once you get it set and say, okay, this trailer is good, this dolly's good to go, then you get under there, you hook everything up, supply your air, open your valves up, set your, close your release valve on the dolly. Then that's the point where you need to be listening. Is there any air leaks anywhere? At that point, if there is, you need to verify where it's coming from. Sometimes it's as much as taking the glad hand off, checking the seal to make sure it's on correctly, and resetting it. Just like that, it'll stop. But that's the point where you verify, okay, am I actually good to go? Because you can visually look, but until you get it set, see if the lines is working, the electrical cords is working, you're not going to know. There's only so much you can do visually. And that's when you go to the next step and make sure your dolly and Jiffs good. There's no air leaks, all the lines are working, nothing's dragging the ground, we're good to go, nothing is exposed, brakes are good, tires good, we can ride down the road now. Then you can go on. It's going to be times you may get to a terminal, drop that whole set. You need to get a new dolly. You need to start that process all the way over. You may do a relay, swap the whole load, you get another load from somebody else. Start that whole process over. Make sure they hooked the dolly up correctly, they got the chain under there correctly. Not saying that they will do anything wrong, but you can't trust that out here. You need to visually look at it for yourself, verify it for yourself. That way okay, I don't have to guess if they've done it right. I know they did it right because I checked it myself. I stamped it, I approved it, it's time to ride. So that's just today's videos on Dollies and Jiffs. It's Monday, we're going to get this week going. We're going to have a successful, productive week. So, as always, make sure you ride to your pickup and your delivery on time and safely. Call your loved ones, tell them you love them. Love on somebody today. But most importantly, be the reason somebody smiles today. The world needs it now more than ever. It's Sir Mel coming to you from the Small Farm Show, and I'm out. Peace.